everybody? Welcome to the trending stream here on the World Wide Web. Please subscribe and click and hit that bell, as I always say, to get the latest video notifications. In other words, when I make a brand new video, you should be notified on this channel. I try to keep you in the know. Yesterday, I was one of the very first ones to drop the very sad news that Lisa Marie Presley died at the age of 54. I got more new information. You definitely don't want to miss where they're going to bury her, her financial troubles, and all of that. Again, guys, I cover the top trending stories, and it just seems like there's death after death after death every day. Literally, I could make a video every day, pretty much almost of the week. You know, back in the day, they used to say, you know, celebrities would die in 3. Well, hell, they're dying in 6s or 7s because every day I can cover a death of a celebrity. Now, this one here, again, Robbie Knievel, he was the son of the daredevil Evel Knievel. You know, the guy back in the 70s, he did shows and he, jumped school buses and people for Caesar, the casino, all these things. The guy, did a lot, right? He retired. He actually died, I believe, in 2007. At the age of 69, basically he had diabetes, he had fibrosis, he had incurable lung conditions, so he was all messed up. He had, multitude of bones broke, right, all these things. So anyway, he died, and so his son, Robert Edward Knievel II, basically said he took over his dad's reign as some stunt guy, and he was trying to be like his dad and, make the money and all these things by jumping the same things his dad did, right? All this stuff. Well, he is now just passed here. And so anyway, how did he die? Evel Knievel's son, Robbie Knievel, dies at the age of 60. You see, the daredevil who had a stunning 350 motorcycle jumps under his belt passes away after a cancer battle. Evel Knievel's son, Robbie Knievel, who was also known as Captain, died at the age of 60. The daredevil passed away at hospice following a battle with pancreatic cancer. Very sad. He took after his father's career, again, jumping his motorcycle over objects. One of the biggest jumps he did was back in 2009 when he jumped over the man-made volcano at the Mirage Hotel in Las Vegas. I remember that, or I seen it in the Las Vegas Mirage, not him. Evel was so famous in the 70s. He was a regular on The Tonight Show. Evel retired back in 1981. Again, his dad was breaking more than 40 bones. Of course, he died. And now, sadly, his son has passed away. So there it is with his famous dad. He had bad lungs, all these things there. On and on, right? So there he goes. Sad. Look at him with the skull here. I don't know if I like that kind of stuff. Again, his dad took after his father's career and racked up 350 jumps. He had a row. Big celebrities. He was in the Bionic Woman, all these things. So anyway, they were around. He was big. I remember them making toys and all that stuff for Evel Knievel. But now, sadly, his son has died, which is kind of weird. You have someone that's super famous. Evel Knievel was huge in the 70s, right? Everybody knew his name, big celebrity. And then Lisa Marie Presley dies as well, which her dad was Elvis Presley. 2 people died with super famous dads back to back, guys. Now, looking again at Lisa Marie Presley's final week, Elvis's daughter, 54, had become a recluse and looked incredibly sad as she gave, a speech to her fans, Graceland, just days before her death. Lisa Marie Presley spoke at Graceland on Sunday at the mark of Elvis's 88th birthday. So her dad basically, right there, Sunday, she was celebrating at the 88th birthday. She told the fans they were the only people who can bring me out of the house. So she was really in a depressed, mood. The star was living with her ex-husband at the cause of death or whatever. And just, you know, it's very, very tragic. There she is. Lisa Marie Presley told devoted fans her father's Memphis estate that she hardly left her home, and they were the only people that can bring her out. Of course, she did go to the Golden Globes, which I've covered before, you know, years. I'm not even going to cover it this year. It's not even worth it. It's the same garbage, celebrities and all this stuff. Steven Spielberg won an award for his movie, you know, about his life. And then he won as well here, Best Actor. And so here, the actor basically, thank you for opening your hearts, your memories, your home to me, Lisa Marie Presley. I love you forever. And guys, that's like, again, guys, I don't believe in coincidences. Dude, she dies, what, 2 days later after this? What is really going on? You know, here she is with her dead husband, Michael Lockwood. Second from left, 2010, Lisa's children and all that, which, again, there's her son who committed, you know, he took himself out, shot himself or whatever. And so anyway, she was really, she was jacked up, right? Even here, there's a video. You guys could take a look at it. We'll watch this here. So she's going. They were at, I think, the premiere. Lisa and slurred her words days before. So this is at the ceremony of the you know, the whatchamacallit, the Golden Globes, which is a serpent. And guys, also had another person connecting the dots, guys. You know, these people, and I always say it, these people sell out one way or another. And that's the fact. And I hate to always say this, because then people come up, how dare you say this? They're dead, this and that. Guys, here is the proof. Again, you live, they speak with signs and symbol. Her father, Elvis Presley, was a fiend, okay? He would literally purposely, when he finished concerts, he would go after young virgin girls, invite them to go to his hotel room. He loved taking their virginities, okay? That's a fact. He met Priscilla here, his wife, her mother, when she was 14, 15 years old, guys. This is a fact. This is what these people do. You're not going to be famous unless you sell out, and that's it. Well, here is the proof, and this was given to me, and I just noticed it here. You see the serpent. You see the serpent right there, serpent brooch, or, you know, whatever, guys. Very, very sad, okay? So anyway, let's go back to the video here. Here she is with the serpent thing. They're going to ask her a question. Let's watch this here.
Tonight will be a wonderful night for Elvis.
Yes, I hope so.
And have you gotten to know Austin Butler a little bit?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab your arm. Yes. A lot.
So she was slurring. Now this guy here was one of Elvis's manager, long time. I don't know his name. I don't care. But that's why she was there. She was slurring her words. She was leaning on this guy. Let us continue on. This is sad, guys. And again, I don't like... It breaks my heart, because this is a woman that had children. Her dad was one of the most famous people in the entire world. Still is, to be honest. Everybody knows Elvis in one way or fashion, right? And we shouldn't idolize these people. But, you know, he was well known. She became famous because of her dad. Her dad left her $100 million. We're going to get into that. And it's just sad that she's gone 2 days later after this video. Let's continue on.
Actually, I adore him.
When you first saw him, what did you think?
You mean in the movie?
Yeah, just saw him, yeah, in the role.
I was mind blown, truly. I actually had to take like 5 days to process it.
Wow, tonight will be a wonderful night for Elvis.
Yes, I hope so.
And have you gotten to know Austin Butler a little bit?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab your arm.
You see, I'm a grandma. So anyway, guys, just very tragic, very sad. So those were her last days. Of course, here we see the symbol, you know, the Golden Globe. We can get into that a little bit. I'll just show you the award, Golden Globe Award, right? Here we go, boom, boom, boom. Award, which is a serpent around the circle, the fake earth, whatever the heck you want to call it, Right here it is. I've talked about this time and time again. These are rituals that these elitists do. So this is, I know they say, oh, that's a film reel around the globe, fake globe, but that's a little snake, right? That's what it's a representation of. You can say whatever you want, right? You know, these elite people, they literally sell their soul, right? At the end of the day. So anyway, you know, so she cried. Lisa Marie, 54, cried when Elvis star Austin told her he loved her forever at the Golden Globes 2 days before her death. I've talked about this again. The paramedics performed CPR at the house. She was rushed to LA, you know, all these things, and she ended up dead. Now, guys, also, this woman did battle with drugs, all kinds of drugs for years, right? She, you know, living that lifestyle. She did her own albums, all this stuff. It is what it is. There she is with her daughter, beautiful family, right? There she is with her ex-husbands. Again, as everybody knows, here she is as a kid. You know, she died, or he died, you know, when she was very, very young. As we know, she married Michael Jackson. Now, it's kind of strange. Both of these men were the king of rock and roll, the king of pop. You can't make this stuff up. This is why I believe many of the relationships, and I know this as a fact, the relationships are set up by the system, okay? It is what it is. They tell whatever. Michael Jackson was, again, just like her father, going after young people. It is what it is. You can say whatever you want. But when he got in trouble and he finally beat that court case, he jumped in to marry, you know, Lisa Marie or whatever, all this stuff. And it was strange because there was a story how they met and they were together and they said, oh, how did you guys meet? And, you know, Lisa Marie said, oh, I met him. I went to one of his concerts and I was up in the front row and Michael Jackson came up to me and I always liked him. He liked me and stuff. So again, Michael Jackson seen her at a very, very young age. And I think he even wanted to date her even that. It's weird. So again, guys, this crap in the Hollywood system and how these people play the game, it's real. Don't think that it is. Now, here's some very sad, this is heartbreaking as well. Now, Lisa Marie was literally broke, in debt. Yes, unfortunately, this is the reality. Again, as one and the only child of the most celebrated cultural icons, Elvis Presley, Lisa Marie, should have lived a pretty comfortable life, but that was not the case for several reasons. When Elvis died in 1977, his daughter was just 9 years old, according to Celebrity Net. Elvis was worth only $5 million at the time, even though that was in the 70s. It's still a lot, but for what he did, you know, we know that Colonel Parker, you know, even in the movie, the Elvis movie, it shows that, you know, Colonel Parker ripped him off. But anyway, at his death was equivalent to $20 million today in adjusting inflation. Though that may sound like a lot, it's not considering how much he actually earned throughout his career. After all, he was the king, the rock and roll, all this. The bulk of Elvis' money, okay? So he left her millions and millions of dollars. I think it was like $100 million because of everything that went up, Graceland, or, you know, they set it up, the mom and all that. She inherited, you know, the museum, and she blew the money. The bulk of Elvis's money went to drug hangers on his divorce, and real estates have been spent equivalent to millions purchasing and keeping Graceland, his home of Memphis. Celebrity Net Worth explained, however, he continued to produce millions through, again, the Presley estate. So there was, you know, millions going out. When she was 25, according to Celebrity Net report, she managed the estate. So she got the house, you know, of the icon, and she made the museums and all that. Lisa Marie now amassed $16 million in debt. Okay, so from the Presley estate was valued $100 million, right? When she passed it on to her daughter in 1993. So Priscilla, the mom, gave it to the daughter, right? That's her estate. That was her dad. She's the only kid. You know, it was $100 million. And then it reported this equivalent to $295 for 2020. But again, what happened is, check this out. Lisa Marie, however, proved she lacked her mother's business savvy. A Nashville Post reported in 2004 she sold 85% of the estate to Robert F.X. Silverman and his company CKX for $100 million. She ended up with about $40 million, an amount quickly dried up between 2005 and 2015. According again to the net worth or whatever, Lisa Marie blamed her manager, Barry Siegel, for mismanaging her finances, while he blamed her financial woes on her extravagant, spending. Again, she accumulated $500,000 in credit debts per the report. In 2018, Lisa Marie sued Siegel for reckless and, neglect, mismanagement, according to The Guardian. Had Siegel disclosed the trustee's true financial condition to Presley, restricted spend, trust, income, and all these things, Presley would have lived comfortably in the budget of $1.5 to $2 million a year after tax. Again, the snakes come in there and, sign this, you'll get $100 million. She was dumb because, again, Graceland was and still is big money. But now here is even more crippling, would even hurt the Elvis, estate. COVID, the C-19er crippled the King's Elvis Presley's Graceland. Saw its bonds defect after the pandemic as it failed to pay $20 million of $104 million issued for Memphis estate expansion. So anyway, sparked fights between the house and the estate. Elvis's home, Graceland, was nearly crippled. Nobody was going there. And again, at one time, the Graceland was the most visited place other than Disney, okay? So again, she was dumb to sell for $100 million with tax and all this. She only got $40 million. Says dumb. But anyway, that's what happens. You get these business people, and she was doing whatever. But anyway, the King estate had millions of dollars worth of bonds and defaulted over the years. It caused a battle between the estate and the city of Memphis, Tennessee. So again, the city now wants that, right? Because at the end of the day, guys, you can pay millions, you can upkeep. If you don't pay your taxes, you put certain things, liens, they can take your house. At the end of the day, you never own your land. So, of course, Memphis and Tennessee wants it, right? But after his daughter's death, it is unclear what is going to happen to the estate. So nobody right now knows. She owned 15 or whatever percent of it. What happened to that? They're defaulting on certain things. They were trying to do expansions. And now the sad thing is, right now, where is she going to be buried? Well, she's going to be buried at Graceland. Priscilla Presley wants to bury her daughter at Lisa Marie is going to be in next to her father. That's what she wanted. That was her dream. Lisa Marie Presley confessed spot where she'll be buried near her father. Okay, that's it. That's the family grave. Her son that committed and took himself out, he's there as well. So very sad. So here you see all the whatchamacallits here, the family, you have the father, the mother, Elvis, and now his grandson, and now his daughter. They're gonna say bury there. But this jacked up thing is the state gonna take the house of defaulting and all of these things? It's just, man, it's no good. It's just so sad. But again, that's the vultures, right? This is Graceland here. I actually have been there. Weird vibe in there. It is what it is. Just very, very sad. Just very, very, very sad. So anyway, there you go. There are the family. There are two twin daughters, her daughter. And of course, she had her son. Beautiful girl again. Very tragic. Very tragic. And, great. I think the guy's going to win because, when you study this stuff, I believe that the guy who played Elvis, right, that just won the Golden Globe, he may win Actor of the Year. Watch this, so everybody talks about it, blah, 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 because this is the game that is played, right? Again, what are the chances they make this movie, it becomes a hit, #1 chart again, her father thinks she's getting her cut, right? And then all of a sudden she's gone, right? And again, sporting the serpent, right, guys? something doesn't feel right. Something's a little rotten in Denmark or Graceland, if you know what I mean. But anyway, there you go. These people sell out. It's just the bottom line. Here is her album when she did her album. Notice here again, Lisa Marie Presley, To Whom It May Concern. And of course, the hair in the pyramid. Of course, the one eye there. Just jacked up. The signs all there as well. The one eye. You can't make this stuff up. The dark hand gestures. It's just sad. It's sad. When you're born in this industry, and a lot of people, oh, it's like they were regular people, whatever. Well, when you're in the industry, you got to do the certain things. Bottom line. And then certain things got to take place, if you know what I mean. And then they're gone, right? You know, we know that when her ex-husband, Michael Jackson, he was taken out, right? He talked about the system, all this stuff. Very sad. So this is a woman that had her demons, dealt with them. You know, it's tragic, very tragic, you know. Trying to live up to her father's footsteps, I guess, or the pressure of that, the depression. Very tragic, very sad. So there it is, guys. There it is. And unfortunately, the system eats you up and spits you out every which way but right. You know, guys, that's why it's so important. Even Lisa Marie said that when she was at Graceland, she would see, you know, in her backyard was her dad's graves, her grandparents, her son. Now she wants to be buried there. And she says, you know, this is mortal. You understand you're not here. You have to take every day for what it's worth. And that's the reality, guys. No woman, no man is promised tomorrow. And that is why you have to live the life to the fullest, do something, get out there, or, you know, love one another, you know, all this stuff, and get closer to Yeshua Mashiach. Get closer to Christ. Repent of your sins. Get one, because again, it could all end like that. And that's the reality. I pray these videos are a blessing for you. Again, I break them down. And again, I don't really like talking about these stories and all these things of death and all this stuff, but this is what I do. I cover the top trending topics. You know, even I was so Evil Knievel and all this stuff. Even this guy, the TikTok star, Waffler69, yeah, 69 screwed. He died at the age of 33. All these people are dying young. This guy, if you don't know who he was, I didn't know who he was. No, I really don't care, to be honest with you. He died at the age of 33. He shot to fame eating bizarre foods and boasted 1.7 million followers. He passed away from, again, suspected heart attack. All these people, right? The social media star, real name Taylor, died Wednesday. His brother Clayton told TMZ he began experiencing discomfort and called his mother before ringing for an ambulance to take him to the hospital. When he died, Taylor's grandfather suffered from genetic heart problems. Taylor posted his last video Wednesday trying the viral Big Fruit Loop. And so this is his last video there. Guys, we got to eat good. We got to exercise. We got to get our spiritual house in order, stay prayed up, prepped up. This stuff here, man, it is what it is, man. So again, like I said, deaths after death of famous people. Before that, there was a 70s child actor that just, I mean, it goes on and on. That's why let's get closer to God. Let's repent. Let's get one with the Most High. And always stay prayed up and prepped up. Amen. Thanks again for watching the trending stream here on the World Wide Web. Please subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you in the next exciting edition of the trending stream, a.k.a. The Truth Never Sleeps. God bless. Take care. Bye-bye.